C'est la montagne.
Well, here we are. The mountains are great for training. There are natural parks everywhere. It's great. It's the start of something new.
Ça rafraîchit, comme un début de quelque
Be
chose de
fitter
nouveau
in
et
MotoGP.
pour durer encore en MotoGP. L'opportunité d'aller rouler.
Well, the opportunity to race the 8 Hours of Suzuka came from Honda. They asked me if I could take part. I think they were surprised that I said yes. I like this race. I like the CBR. I like the challenge of being able to adapt quickly. So yes, I said yes, and I'm happy to be able to take part in the legendary race and have the opportunity to win it. Well, Honda is going to win this race. They have the right riders to do it, and they've asked me to be part of it. So I'm going to try to be the right rider and fast enough to win. Well, then I should go back to Andorra and spend some time with my sister. And there was the proposal to go to Suzuka. So, to Japan. Well, Suzuka is a legendary circuit. It's a Grand Prix circuit. In the 90s, it was the opening race of the World Championship. There are some crazy stories. The Japanese, who knew the track perfectly, who did all kinds of special things.
Avec une vitesse plutôt élevée, et ça me plaît. Ça, c'est à filmer. Team Michelin Cooking Challenge. Nakagami, il était toujours meilleur que moi sur la cuisson de l'omelette.
Well, now time
Par
for
contre, pour la création,
Michelin
moi,
Challenge.
Une omelette au chocolat et ça, il s'y attendait pas. Et j'ai gagné sur la création. Alors, la différence entre une moto GP et une moto d'endurance, tout est différent. Le moteur, c'est un moteur en ligne, comparé à un moteur en V pour le MotoGP. Les pneus ne sont pas les mêmes. Du coup, en fait,
practice chess and do all kinds of different things to practice for the MotoGP.
Et ça, je pense, ça m'aide en fait à pas être trop choqué des différences et plutôt essayer d'aller chercher la finesse en pilotage pour l'exploiter au mieux. En général, sur les teams d'endurance, je pense qu'ils essaient de faire un compromis d'une moto pour les 3 pilotes. Mais là, en fait, moi, je suis la valeur ajoutée. Il y a 2 pilotes qui roulent vite sur cette moto et qui ont fait beaucoup de kilomètres dessus. Et comme moi, j'ai l'expérience du MotoGP, je suis censé être un peu plus rapide. En fait, c'est à moi de m'adapter à 100% pour perturber le moins possible cet équilibre qu'ils ont pu déjà trouver tous les deux. Et moi, ça me plaît comme challenge.
Find lots of different challenges here.
Et que je reparte.
And there's lots of similarities with the MotoGP.
Le temps, on va dire que je m'adapte le plus vite possible plutôt que de prendre le temps de trouver un réglage et peut-être de perturber les 2 autres pilotes. Ça m'oblige à retrouver des sensations que j'avais en Moto 2. Et ça me plaît parce que c'est quelque chose que j'ai su faire. Et là, il faut juste se réhabituer à ça. Parce que c'est vrai qu'en MotoGP, on a un électronique plus performant. La puissance nous oblige à freiner plus fort, des fois à couper les trajectoires. Et alors que là, on peut retrouver cette finesse, mais c'est une finesse avec une moto qui roule quand même à 300. Et c'est là où il faut quand même un temps d'adaptation. Depuis le temps rêvé.
Well, Johann Zarco in full swing now,
Il a tout changé.
playing his music to relax and to prepare himself.
Dès qu'il s'est pointé, il a tout transformé, le petit succès, et moi j'en ai bavé. Au mois de juillet, pendant que t'avais ton petit succès, mais il n'a pas duré plus d'un seul été. Il est retombé, le petit succès.
Well, in Andorra, we can see Johann playing the paddle tennis with Xavier Simeon before now the Honda rider heads off to Suzuka.
Si tu es en début de relais, milieu de relais, fin de relais.
How do you manage the safety car?
Tu sais pas prévoir le safety car en fait.
Xavier Simeon, it depends when you get it.
Quand tu es dedans, tu peux pas rentrer. Sinon, tu es obligé. Quand tu
Can't predict it. When you're behind, you can't pit. Otherwise, you lose a full lap. Well, first, Andorra is to avoid paying tax, but the sushi is also very good.
J'avoue, c'est...
I have to say, it's more delicate than in Spain. It's better.
Come Masai.
Well, this edition of the Suzuka 8 Hours, the third round of the EWC Championship, a premiere for Johann Zarco, but not only for him, several European teams also discovering the circuit and this Japanese event for the first time. One team, the Honda National Motor Team. Well, for us, Suzuka means taking part in this legendary race for the first time. My parents dreamed of it, but we never had the money to get there. I can still remember the races, coming to Le Mans in the 80s, handing out goodies to encourage teams to enter the 8 Hour. But being here today is an emotional experience. The people, they're extremely helpful. It's very easy to get to the circuit. We're taking each problem as it comes. We don't put any pressure on ourselves. In fact, it's the first time I've arrived at a race so relaxed.
Describe the true feeling. I can't find the words. It doesn't feel real. It's just incredible to be back in Japan, to be back in the circuit where I had my accident. When I go past the corner every lap, I just think to brake a little bit more early, more normal, just to get around the corner and try to continue. It's a fantastic feeling. It's a big weight off the shoulder, and I feel better now after riding than before.
For the first time in its history, Ducati contesting Suzuka with the Panigale and the Kagayama team.
Suzuka is really a special race. It's a race that has been and still is possibly the most famous and important race in Japan. It's one of those races that one day a manufacturer would like to win. I don't think that ever a European manufacturer succeeded in winning in Suzuka. We now here. Obviously, it's our first year with a very good team and competitive riders, but we're here more to learn and eventually do it in a bigger way in the near future.
Why? This is easy. I'm already speak to the Japanese fans. I speak just cool Ducati. And bike is a very high potential, also World Superbike champion machine. This is first season for endurance. Not easy, but I want just win. This is target, just target to win.
I know Yukio since many years because I was involved with Superbike in the past, and at that time Yukio was competing with the All-Star Suzuki team. So we were in very good relationship. Last year he contacted me because, you know, Suzuki unfortunately decided to reduce the racing program, and Yukio was a loyal rider first and then team manager of Suzuki. So for him, the option to continue was to find an agreement with a non-Japanese manufacturer. And because we knew each other, he contacted me. We came up to an agreement during the winter. You know, here we are. I think we are quite happy so far. The bike has been competing in the Japanese Superbike Championship with Mizuno, always on the podium, one pole position, and now we're here. The bikes that they're using are actually the factory bikes from last year used by Álvaro Bautista, modified by the team with our suggestion to this kind of endurance racing. So we developed a special tank, and the team developed some special parts for quick change, the wiring looms for the headlights, etc., etc. So Ducati has been working quite a lot, our engineers, Marco Benedetti, and the Superbike engineers, to advise the team and give them as much support as possible from Bologna. Obviously, the target is to have a good race, actually, without making mistakes, without crashes, and then let's see what the final result will be, and collect many data for the future, because obviously we would like to come back and do it, in an even bigger way. You know what? I posted a picture with 3 riders, and Pecco texted, do your job because I'm coming soon. So he really wants to do it. I think that all the riders of VR46 Academy, because Valentino has been doing the Suzuka Tower and winning it, I think they have this dream of repeating what their hero has been able to do some years ago.
Now it's time for the top 10 trial. The first 10 teams vying it out in Super Pole.
C'est vraiment une moto qui est équilibrée pour
Well, it's really a bike that's balanced to be very smooth to ride. Even if you're smooth, you can go very fast, but that requires a different technique. I may know it, but to gain tenths or seconds, it takes a bit of time. Well, once you're ready, you have to manage your heart. We're used to crazy stuff, that's fine. Almost every session I hit 180. Try to stay at 170 so I don't burn out. But that's the goal for tomorrow's 3 hours. Well, Zarco ends up in second position in the top 10 shootout.
C'était bien. C'est vrai que ta part, t'es pas fatigué, mais ton cœur, il est pas encore très haut.
Tired. Heart rate's not too high.
Mais voilà, tu te concentres.
Just focused.
J'ai perdu du temps.
I lost time in the first sector, but I did my best.
Au mieux de mes capacités, quoi.
I don't know if it's the first corner or the sequence. I made up time in sector 3. There's a lot of acceleration. You have to manage the traction, and that's my good point. I'm happy, it's a decent time.
Parce que 5-5, ça fait des temps corrects.
I'm in the game.
Je me sens dans le jeu, c'est bien. Et ils ont fait un petit
They've done a song. Here is Paul Zarco and Gavin Zarco. They're the 2 sons of my brother and his wife, Emile.
Yup, c'est MC Paul. Et Gigi Gabin.
Ouais.
Du soir au matin. Tu viens voir nos concerts. Tu vas t'occuper, ouais, ça c'est clair. C'est nous de faire du bruit. Et t'auras sûrement des soucis. Interdit les films pour moins de 12 ans. C'est qu'ils vont pas juste aller, s'il te plaît, maman.
Yeah. Vas-y, fais-nous un Z avec les mains. Yeah. Prends le deuxième relais.
Ouais. Toi aussi? Toi aussi, c'était bien, non?
Well, Barry Baltus saying Yacht is strong here.
7-7 en attendant derrière quelqu'un.
First sequence is strange. I have this feeling. I'm not doing the start.
J'étais content du 5-5. Et pourtant,
I feel like I'm cramping.
c'est le premier partiel où je perds du temps.
Ouais, c'est fort le Yard sur le premier partiel.
Ouais, tout cet enchaînement.
Ouais.
It's strange to have this grid feeling and not doing the start. Almost I feel like I'm camping, you know.
I'm really happy to be here in pole position. Of course, the toughest part is has yet to come because the race is going to be for sure very difficult, hot, and the competitors are really fast. But we did already one step. We took the leadership of the championship. That's what counts for us. And now we will try to do our best in the race.
How you was?
Fine. A little nervous.
Yeah, a little nervous for me also. Yeah.
Some strange gentleman here, eh? Sara. Hey, all the best, eh?
Yeah. Arigato.
Thank you. It's our first time, so let's hope everything goes right.
Yes.
And thank you very much, eh?
Thank you. Thanks, Paolo.
Nervous.
Very nervous me.
I think the Ducati will not start very well because it takes time to switch on the engine. C'est dur à démarrer le V4.
Well, it's hard to start the V4.
Et ça part, et la V4 c'est
The time the others do it, it's hard to start it.
Pas mal. La BM est bien
Oh,
partie.
not bad. BMW
Suzuki
makes a good
is in
start.
front of
Suzuki in front of Takumi.
will
I think
pass them
Takumi is going to
quickly.
pass them quickly.
Oh, it's okay. Le double est propre là.
Well, he's overtaken nicely.
Bien joué.
Well done.
Perdu l'avant.
Well, he's lost the front.
They are so deep. The gravel is so deep. Tu vois là sur la sortie du dernier virage.
Well, the exit at the last corner, the like a caniper shakes. Well, he's sliding, wearing the tyre. The advantage of the Honda, if you can wait and then accelerate on the straight and catch it.
I think he will overtake him now in the straight. Oh! Like how fast is the Ducati in the straight? C'est cool, ça fait du show. Trop bon. Ça roule en 2.9.
Well, they're lapping in 2.09. It took 7.9 to come back. Well, now it's time for Johann to get ready for his first stint when Takahashi stops the number 30 Honda, leading the race behind the yacht up to second place, battling the Suzuki Yoshimura Cert bike with Kagayama's Ducati third. For FCC TSR Honda, crashes and problems. A little further back, the number 0 Suzuki beginning its journey. Take it to the finish in the top 10. It's a rather unusual bike. Focus of a lot of attention from the former Suzuki MotoGP project. On project leader Shinichi Sasahara.
Suzuki has been working towards carbon neutral through a multi-pathway. Part of this initiative, we decided to use this field of the endurance race as a development field. The original idea of this project is to participate Suzuka 8 Hours with sustainable fuel. We got some partner company to supply the sustainable items. Sometime in future, I aim to participate 24-hour EWC race. We use 40% biosource fuel from the total energy. Engine oil from module inside the engine Also, biosource base oil and tires, front and rear, is recyclable material. So this is very sustainable tires. And brake disc, front one, this is special one without the heat treatment to reduce the CO2. And bodyworks looks like normal carbon fiber, but this is a recycled carbon fiber. And front fender, wing, also rear fender, is made from B-comp from truss. This is a very new natural material. And we use LFP battery from Eri Power for other sustainable items.
L'essence nous fait perdre un petit
Well, the
peu de
fuel
puissance
costs a little bit
comparé
of
à
power compared
l'essence
to the
normale.
normal fuel.
Et les Bridgestone qu'on utilise sont des
Bridgestone
pneus avec des matières
tires
recyclées aussi
are
et ils ont une durée de
with
vie qui est un peu
recycled
moins longue.
materials.
Mais,
And they have a
en
shorter life,
performance pure,
but
on
in
n'est pas
pure
si loin de
performance,
ça.
we're
On
not
estime
far from that.
entre 5 dixièmes et 1
About
seconde la
half
différence
a
entre
second
les
to a
deux.
second the
Et je pense que
difference.
l'essence nous fait vraiment le gap
And I
avec
think
la
that the
seconde
fuel really
aussi,
makes
comparé
us
à
the
une
gap
moto
with
qui
the
utilise des
second
matériaux,
compared
entre
to a
guillemets,
bike that uses, let's say, normal materials.
travaillé pour l'ancienne équipe
Well,
MotoGP
working for the
Suzuki
previous
directement avec l'usine
Suzuki
et c'est complètement
MotoGP
différent de ce
team
que je
directly
peux
with the
connaître sur
factory is
la
completely
moto
different from what
Yoshimura.
I'm
Voilà,
used
c'est
on the
hyper
Yoshimura
intéressant.
bike.
Je pense
It's
que
really
c'est important pour tout le
interesting.
monde aussi,
I think it's
ce
important for
projet-là,
everyone,
pas
this
seulement
project.
pour Suzuki, mais
Not
pour
only
tout le
just for
paddock.
Suzuki,
On a
but
un
the
futur
paddock.
qui est quand même
We have
un
a
peu,
future
dans
that's a bit
l'inconnu,
unknown,
donc,
so bringing
amener des
solutions
solutions
like
comme
this
celle-ci, je pense
is
que
very
c'est,
important.
c'est hyper important. Et j'espère que
Well,
ça
I
va
hope it will
changer la
change
mentalité de tout le
everyone's
monde.
mentality.
Voilà, il ne faut pas hésiter sur les freinages et l'accélération. En plus, on sait qu'il est.
You can't hesitate whether you're braking or accelerating. What's more, we know that when he accelerates, he's on top.
Et là, ouais, à la fin, je commence à avoir chaud, mon pied à droite il brûlait.
And at the end, I started to get hot. My right foot was burning.
Avoir une seconde de
Could
mieux.
have got a second quicker, but hey, pretty consistent with the overtaking. That's the important thing.
Dernier relais sympa, c'était vraiment beau.
Oh, the
là,
last
ce
stint
soleil
was
qui se
nice.
couche.
Beautiful.
Direct, la piste est un peu moins
The sun
chaude.
going down, the
Dans l'air,
track was
l'air est
cooler, the air too.
chaud. Ah, on
You can
sent
feel
que
your
le
body
corps, il peut en donner
giving
un
a
peu
bit
plus.
more.
Je me suis fait vraiment plaisir à
Enjoyed
aller
riding 207s. Haneke was also riding hard.
J'ai l'impression qu'Annika il roulait fort aussi en
I was 47 seconds ahead, but I would like to have gone to 50 seconds just for fun.
Aller chercher le 50 secondes pour le plaisir. Avoir fait une piste sur une moto différente.
Having done a freelance ride on a different bike, but one that performs well, opens up your horizons in terms of riding. So I hope to help MotoGP progress. It's cool. A historic race. The Suzuka 8 is a legendary race. It's a tiring. It was perfect in the calendar. Let's see how it goes next year.